Mike, in many people's eyes, this is a perfect storm for baseball people's eyes because there's no hockey, and the baseball is front and center, and there's no disruptions. So playoffs are starting. Playoffs are good. In my opinion, I love the baseball playoffs. What do you think? Let's go with the American League first. Who are a team or two that you like in the American League to do very well?
Well, there's been a big change over this year, and it's good. I think it's really exciting that the Baltimore Orioles are in the playoffs. God knows they've been just dreadful for over a decade now. And Buck Showalter, their manager, probably win Manager of the Year. He worked absolute miracles with that team. They still don't have anything close to an ace as a starting pitcher. But what they do is that they can bang the ball, they can hit the ball out of the park. They play pretty decent defense, and they have a fabulous bullpen. And I think it's really nice to see new blood get in there. On the same token, you got the Oakland A's, and they have a little better pitching, but they have got 10 rookies on their team. So how they got in is something of a miracle as well. And a big nod to their manager, Bob Melvin, for riding that team into the postseason.
I always think it's a great trivia question, Mike, that Pat Gillick was the last general manager when the Orioles made the playoffs, and everywhere he's been a general manager that made the playoffs, and 3 certain teams haven't made it since, until the Baltimore right now. So that'd be Seattle, Toronto, and Baltimore. Now Baltimore's in. I live down close to Detroit and the Tigers, and obviously I think it's a really interesting team to watch play. You may not think they're a perfect team. They're not the greatest defense. What are your thoughts on the Tigers?
Well, everybody thought that the Tigers would have had their division wrapped up by the All-Star game. I mean, once they added Prince Fielder, everybody thought it would be a done deal, and it was just a matter of how many games they were going to win by. But they were sputtering. They were like a finely tuned engine that was misfiring all the time. But the Tigers have really poured it on at the end, and you always want to see that no matter which way you get into the playoffs. It's always better to come in hot, and they're one of the hot teams. Maybe they are a team that's peaking at the right time. Any team that's got Verlander on it, boy, yeah, they're going to be pretty tough.
A couple quick thoughts on a couple teams you like in the National League.
In the National League, I like the Giants because they got such great pitching. They have an offense that's almost embarrassing. I think they have their catcher, Buster Posey, is the only guy who's hit 20 homers. They don't hit home runs, but they have such tremendous pitching. The postseason's all about pitching. So in the National League, I'd watch out for the Giants.
I was in that park about a month ago, and it seems raining all the time. I know how to hit home runs when it's raining all the time. Okay, really on the spot, winner in the World Series, who beating whom?
In the World Series, I like the Giants in the National League, and I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say Baltimore is going to do it, and Baltimore is going to win the World Series.
I say the Giants over the no, I'm going to say the Tigers over the Giants. For TorontoSun.com, he's Mike Rutsey. I'm Dave Langford.